Welcome back to a new episode of Everlasting Summer. Last time, we was searching for Lena, but no one knows where Lena is. So, my head was going to explode and I started to choke. After catching the breath, I looked around and found myself at the bus stop. I sat on crib and covered my face with hair. If before nothing had really been up to me, but was going relatively smoothly, then now I was as always helpless, but the situation was totally different. Watching the battle fought from the side with no threat to your life, and being on the hot spot without being able to help the one you care about are two different things. I was just sitting. Time passed and the sun began to fall. Probably dinner has already started. I thought, what the difference? We still don't want to sleep. I stood up and struggled back to the camp and hoped late. As always, the one thing left is to wait. I decided to go to the beach. While everyone was at dinner, I could sit quietly and think there. Thought, what could I think about enough maybe? However, my expectations were wrong. On the beach, I met Zania, which greatly surprised me. You also come here? I should look at front of her glasses. Do you think I'm not a human being? No, I don't mean that. Ugh. What do you mean? Nothing. By the way, have you seen Lena? No. I see. What do you want from her? Well, nobody see her since yesterday evening. Do you think that somebody could get lost in this camp? She laughed loud. Shrug succeed? That was a special case. These guys are two best beers in board, and you never know what to expect from them. I immediately remembered the morning incident. Tell me, why you were chasing electronic this morning? Then you get uncomfortable. It's not of your business. Just asking, because he's a fool. She turned away after this word. Maybe you shouldn't be strict toward him. Even to me, it wasn't clear whether I'm defending electronic or just keeping the conversation going. Then how else should I treat him? Well, give him a chance. You know, such an act requires a lot of courage. You say it as if it is something special, some kind of achievement. Will you be able to do that yourself? I thought and overwhelmed for a while. I don't know. I haven't had the right moment yet. I hope you will have it soon. Zarnia said rudely and walked toward the canteen. I sat down on the sand and thought, true that electronic was able to say it, but can I do the same thing? That is the question. A big question. If I got the right moment, but which and when? It's always easier to think about something ephemeral to get ready for dozens of possible situations to predict the following event for many steps ahead. But most of the time, it's all gone differently. Even a small event is enough to ruin all your plans. And if you are not ready to do it at any time, whatever under any circumstances, if you are ready only when everything is exactly as you have expected, it is unlikely you even get anything worthwhile. Therefore, it's the only correct answer to Zari's question was no. Not an ambiguous, uncertain, half-hearted or focused swear. Just no. There is only a simple yes and simple no. It's always been hard for me to understand that. Between these two extremes, I always work in the great number of different answers like maybe, perhaps, probably, and not sure what I will try. I was so absorbed with my thought that I did not notice how the darkness stole across the camp. Under other circumstances, I would have gone to sleep now, but looking for Lena at night was not a good idea. I got up and slowly wandered aimlessly. Soon the path led me to the sport ground. I stood there for a moment and was about to leave when I heard noise. Clap, another clap, something painfully familiar. Oh, here you are! You was playing all day? Hey, this is not good. I ran toward the volley court and saw Lena, who was unsuccessfully trying to hit the shuttlecock with her racket. I stood and shocked for a long time. My head was completely empty. I just looked at her and felt a sense of joy. Joy at finding her. Joy at seeing her again. Finally, I came to my senses and decided to approach. But after a couple of steps, I stood. And what do I say now? Glad I found you. Where have you been? I was worried. After yesterday's conversation, it seemed unlikely she wanted to see me. And what if Lena asked me why I was looking for her? Why I was worrying? I did not know why myself. Perhaps it's because she was absent too long? Maybe if it wasn't her but some other person who I know I'd have been worried the same way? Maybe if I behaved differently yesterday she would not have disappeared today. I'm not sure, but I'll try to come up with something ambiguous. I took another step and stopped again. Probably, maybe, perhaps, not sure. Again and again, this word appeared in my mind and my life, unconsciously, without my will. But why? For what purpose? I have to make a decision, once and for all. Although, there are two simple words, yes and no. Finally, it's all clear. I went to the court, approached Lena, smiled and said, "Hi." She turned and looked at me. "Hi." "You were absent all day." "Yes, I was walking around." Everything she said was quiet and calm, with no trace of embarrassment or shyness, with no emotion at all. In fact, we were worried about you. I thought the only one who worried was me. You shouldn't have. But you can't. You can't just disappear like that. I tried to smile to make my word not sound like a reproach. I don't think that anybody care about that. I care, for one. Why? I read surprise in her eyes, because it's not right. No matter how I try to be perfectly honest, it come out wrong. I see. Well, it won't do this again. It seemed like this conversation was not interesting to her. Silence followed. I just didn't know what else to say, and Lena seemed to be quite content with the silence. Are you any good? I finally said, pointing at the racket. Not really. If you want, No, I don't. She walked to the bench and put down her racket and cried. Okay. To tell the truth, I did not expect that response. Would you look at the stars together? Yes, of course. I sat down beside her. Lena instantly studied the sky. A lot of small light shine above me. Some of them were bright, some were barely visible. I never really understand what people see in just sitting back and looking at the stars. After all, Here on Earth, they just small dots of light, and it is unlikely that many people know that kind of a celestial body they are, as well as their size and how far they are from us. Of course, it is so romantic to just enjoy the light of a distant star, but for me, it was like staring at the brick wall. It also has its mythos inevitably in the brickwork pattern on the stone. A stellar sky in a miniature. So, what do you see there? Stars. Very simple. Simple girl, simple boy. She said mysteriously with her head up. Yes, I know, I see them too. But what's so special about them? Because there are stars. Stars are awesome. Don't you ever see Cosmo? I don't know. It seemed that they talked to me. Oh, you crazy person. There are other people there. They have their own life, probably much better than ours. And they too look at the sky and see the earth, me and you. Voices of distant stars. I had already heard of the somewhere else. You can call it that? Interesting theory. No, the theory is quite common. Lena looked at me. In the dim moonlight, I noticed a small tear rolling down her cheek. Or at least I thought I did. I guess I am just a more, let's say, a practical person. She said nothing, just stared at the sky again. But if you think about it, of course there are endless interstellar space, millions of planets, hundreds of galaxies. It is fascinating. My voice sounded unnaturally excited. You don't need to talk about all these things. About what? About this. About everything. No, the stars are really beautiful. Why did you come? She was crying for sure. I was looking for you. Why? I don't know why, I just was. You found me happy now? Well, why didn't you go to Alicia? What does she have to do with it? Are you trying to say that it's not about her? Yes, that is exactly what I am saying. Why did you bring this topic up again? I think we already cleared everything up. Of course we didn't clear everything up. To be precise, we didn't even start to. However, I don't understand why all this is necessary. You think I really want to talk about it again? If you don't, then why? Because it's you. Because of me what? You and Alicia. Me and Alicia what? We don't have a relationship, we don't have anything at all. Maybe next time, in the next playthrough, wink wink. Don't lie to me. Lena turned away sobbing quietly. Why is that so important to her? What else can I say if you don't believe me? Tell me the truth. I already told you. Then go to her. Why should I go to her? I don't want to go her. Why are you sitting here and torture me? Oh Lord, how am I torturing you? Lena didn't answer. I've been looking for you for the entire day because I was worried. I came here because you're here. I'm sitting here because I want to be here. What don't you understand? She stopped crying for a moment. Is that true? Of course. I mean something to you? Even taking into account all things I just said, and the question came to me unexpectedly. Well, yes. Oh, she's crying. Oh, if only you could hear yourself now. She cried, got up, and walked quickly toward the exit of the sport car. Wait! I got up with her and grabbed her arm, but she pulled out my grasp. Don't touch me! Now Lena was a totally different person, and couldn't say that she was aggressively aggressive of a super strong will. She just had no doubt about what she was doing. Wait, what did I say? That all true. Save all that nonsense to her. I tried to stop Lena once again, but she let me strongly that I did not dare to argue. Just imagine how I feel. You make a bunch of stupid things, and now you think that I am guilty of all moral sins. Why should I care? I should. She stopped for a moment and looked at me. It's all lies. In my anger, I burned my forehead into the iron post. You can't just beat yourself up here. I had just Lena for many things, but not reckless and irreverent. Wait, let's talk calmly. We have nothing to talk about. She crossed the football ground and trailed behind, trying to vainly pursued her to listen to me. I don't know why I'm done all this to prove that I am right. So I won't be misunderstood. So I was look better in her eye? Or was there something other reason? In any case, at that moment I just felt that it was necessary. We come to the square. Lena was pretty fast. I could barely keep up with her. I had to say something. My head was filled with different opinions, but nothing stable. Wait! No answers. Listen! No answers. Will you stop it? No answers. Well, wake the whole camp. So what? What's the difference? Strange, but at that moment I was more worried about the behavior of Lena. She stopped. Thank you for accompanying me. I'll go alone now. Lena sadly bit her. You haven't listened to me yet. To me, it seemed like I have already listened several times even. So what do you want from me? Me from you? Nothing at all. She sounded much more confident than me. There was no trace of doubt in her eyes. What can I say? What can I do? Damn it. I was ready to burst into tears. Don't get so emotional. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Something definitely happened. You won't lose anything if you pay no attention to me. Let me decide that. No, seriously, why? There are many pleasant activities you could choose to do. Well, to be honest, I don't need it anyway. If you don't need it, why do you suddenly mention Alicia? Lena's face changed. This is none of your business, get it? No, now it's my business. She looked at me as she was ready to kill. Why are you bothering me? You have her, so go to her. She won't refuse, I assure you. Lena started screaming and her hair behaved and she refused and her eye bloodshed. Calm down, I won't go to her. Why would you even think so? Just see, I am here now and I'm not going anywhere. She seemed to calm down a bit. What's going on here? I still don't know what voice I give her. Like, what's going on here? I want to give her a girly voice, but a still boily voice. I'm not that good. What's going on here? Yeah, okay, I don't know that's different from my voice. But I turn around and still Alicia easily showing run. The wrong place at the wrong time situation, perfect example. Just falls and surprised, not knowing what to say. But Lena was smarter. Time to pass him on. Catch. I thought he looked surprised. No wonder she hadn't heard the entire conversation. What? I said catch. Within a moment, Lena became like she was before, calm and rueful. What should I catch? Him. She put her finger at me with disgust. He complains about how he loves you, how he cannot live without you, and stuff like that. What? I didn't say any of that, Lena. Uh, Lena, are you a security bitch or something? What? Oh, I didn't know you have a feeling for me. Oh, it breaks my heart. Is this the switch to my route now? Alicia's eyes bubble open wild. No, that's all wrong. Lena is just joking. Giggled nervously. Why? Is that exactly what happened? Listen, everything has its limit. I said quietly to her. Do you want her to be the victim? Do you want there to be victims? Why, I already suggested you should go to her. I don't know what you are talking about here, but I don't involve me. You don't know? Lena said shortly in her voice and raised it again. The same thing again! Oh, I think I start to get it. Alicia stole a boy from you before, isn't it? Alicia looked at her frightened. Alicia, listen, I understand that you will, but I don't know, really. Not a single word, not even single thought about him, I swear. You don't know. Woo! Sacrifice! I didn't expect that. A punch in the face. Oh. Lena jumped at her, and before I realized, smashed Alicia with a proper right round. Well, I understand a simple slap, but such a blow could break someone's jaw. Alicia collapsed. It seemed to lose conscience. What should I do? Help Alicia, do not help Alicia. Good ending, bad ending. Good ending if you help help Alicia, yes, no. Do not interfere. So help Alicia. What did I do here? Like, actually, by the way, this is like the jump point of the story. What good ending and bad ending? If I help Alicia, I will like get the good ending. If I didn't, I will get the bad ending. But yeah, we get the bad ending first, I think. I decided that whatever happened, it doesn't concern me. You will get the bad ending. Bad ending. But on the other hand, how can I remain indifferent? Am I really mad? I'm a man. Hey, what are you doing? I ran over the falling girl and tried to figure out if she alive at all. Are you completely out of your mind? If you want me to leave, just shut up or do anything else, fine, but this is turned into a complete madhouse. Maybe you need a straitjacket so nobody else gets injured. Lena stopped cleaning her fist. You could even break your hand with such a blow. You don't understand anything. You almost killed a girl. I mean, yes, Alicia is an asshole, but the tears swelled up, falling down her face, and she felt with the square. It seemed to me that I could still hear Lena stop while I was burning Alicia around. Finally, she came back to conscience. You're alive, are you? Alicia moved her jaw from left to right. Ugh. I live. I help her up. I told you about her. I still didn't find satisfying voice for her. Like, I told you about her. Well, that doesn't matter now. You have to get the infirmary. It's too late for infirmary. You could die, lose your jaws or something. I'll have a good night rest, and in the morning I'll go there. Okay, then I go with you. I can't refuse, Alicia said, trying to give me a smile. All the way we kept silent. She was probably not really able to talk, and I couldn't find the right word to say. All of that was a real shock to me. Sucker punch! I found myself a mere spectator of a drama in which I just looked at the mere mean thought. After the door closed behind Alicia, I stood for a long time and looked at her cabin. What should I do after all that? Fear overcome me. I had to sleep. I will stop the episode here and see you next episode. Goodbye.